Yes.
You've obviously had quite a few different credentials and stuff, you know, from different TV shows to movies and stuff. What would you say has been your favorite role that you've played and why?
Good question.
Oh man, favorite role I've played. I don't know, just being a part of my family, that's pretty sweet. My favorite role, I'd say, is, you know, it's one of those things that it kind of fluctuates from you know, like year to year. You know, I have been lucky enough to been working a lot in the last couple of years, and actually I just did a role. It's not out yet, but it's the movie Jared Anderson and I produced together, Girlfriend. I felt very. The director and I worked together to kind of create this character that in the script is really flat. You know, there's like not a lot of development, there's no movement. It starts off kind of at one level and kind of ends on that same level. So when I first got the script, I was like, I really don't want to play this character. I don't think it's a good. I'm not interested in it. Like the guy bores me. And then, you know, like I kind of kept being like, no, I'm not sure. I don't want to play this. Let's look for another actor to play this because I want to produce it. I want to compose the music for the soundtrack and all that. With 100 Monkeys, we're going to be doing music and stuff. And, yes, I think we just wrote a song for it yesterday. So.
Yes.
We might even play it tonight just for.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Maybe. So we'll see. But it's one of those things to where you know, it's just. I was really since I was kind of controlling the project as a producer, I was able to do a lot more behind the camera. So whenever I was in front of the camera, I felt completely comfortable. I was just like, I wasn't worried at all. I wasn't like, what's going on? Is the director going to pick the right take? Is, you know, what's the camera looking like? You know, I've always tried to be as involved in film as possible. Every time I do a take, I ask for, you know, what the frame is. You know, like if it's here, if it's closer, if it's like a full body shot, and those little things kind of like help me develop on like how much I'm going to express or how big I can be, and I just, it was seamless. It just felt so natural to be able to do it, and I had to do some really extreme hard work. And one of the things that I've always loved about acting is you find moments of purity and pure honesty, and we had a whole bunch of those, and there's a couple moments that really just literally brought me to tears, and I don't really cry much, so it was really kind of like this really cathartic experience, and it was like a long hard year, and like getting to do like a really emotionally deep role like that was really challenging, but a lot of fun. You know, it was kind of like, you know, doing the Admiral Mando. It was just like a lot of challenges, and you know, hopefully that, you know, if you just kind of like run full force at it, you know, it might be a brick wall, but I'm gonna take a little bit of the brick wall with me. You know?
Can I ask you a question real quick? So what are the similarities between singing with your band and acting, and what connects them for you?
Oh yeah, I'd say the connection between music and acting is once again honesty. That's one thing that I've always loved about music, is you really can express yourself completely honestly, because you don't need to use words, and people always get trapped in words. You know, I always found, you know, if you look at, you know, the way text gets translated through two different languages, you know, you can't have a poem in Spanish be translated into English and really understand the whole meaning behind it, because the way words move. It's like Shakespeare wrote, "If the rose by any other name still smells sweet," but, you know, not if you call the rose shit rose. Just kind of wanted to say, like, not so sure about this rose. I like the red rose, but excuse my language. You know, so for me to be able to, you know, express honestly without having to use any words is, when I have a guitar and when I have a harmonica or, you know, any kind of instrument in my hand, I feel like I can express myself completely honestly. And sometimes in acting even, I lose that because I get so concerned about being honest that it's like I'm trying to learn, you know. So for music, it feels like I can keep a better control over my acting, and because I'm always being honest. And it's like it keeps me grounded, and keeping myself surrounded by my friends who are my bandmates. That's the greatest thing, because I'm always grounded. You know, at the end of the day, you know, there might be paparazzi like swarming outside my hotel, but I go upstairs and it's just a bunch of friends. You know, and if I need to, I'm like starving or needing a coffee, and I'm just like, but there's so many paparazzi outside, and I look terrible, and I'm so tired. And like, you know, I got some great friends, like, you know, they always help me out. That's what life's about, you know. Having good friends and family around you. I'm just blessed. My sister's here today.
Yeah!
She here? Kelly! Yeah. Well, we're all serious here.
Thanks.
Well, I just want to say I think it's great that you can combine the two, your acting and your music, because you're so talented in both, and it's just great to see that you're doing that, making it happen. It's awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.